A poem for President Kennedy by Leonard Jones. Rain before a winter's pain. I was only a year old, born in April 1962. Television was black and white, and the people around, my mom, my dad, my grandmother, and my brothers and sisters, felt as twilight, as feeling sadly goodbye. My thoughts would turn right with the ghost of evolution coming forward through the light. Still acoustics, like mechanical to chemical to electrical combustion, and still piercing the cavity of the brain. The ghost of JFK, like evolution, still invisible, but still piercing the cavity of our minds and hearts. With you, love is here. Still history, still rain before a winter's pain. Now the sun upon an American flag, still what people to see, still was forever sad. Still shots fired, people screamed. What happened? JFK is assassinated. Still pieces and pieces of history sit, but the screams are still uneasy. Life seems. JFK brought love in the world, here and near. Lee Oswald would be the one that fired the first shot, first hitting the president and hitting Governor Connolly. The next shot would miss, hitting a bystander, and the third hit the president in the back of the head, killing him. Was there a conspiracy somewhere in the evolution of history? Still back in time of my childhood's mind, JFK came off the plane with Jacqueline, arriving in Dallas, Texas that time. But 2.5 hours later, there would be only the clouds and the never forgotten feeling and rain and a coffin, an American casket. But what he spoke before the roses for truth and freedom, that love would never die or be put down. Still I cry, deep in my mind, remembering Dallas in its fair ground. So the road was filled with the newspapers and press, Secret Service men, and Dallas policemen. Still the city and the streets returned to its left. Still the cheering, still the clapping, now forever in black and white. Still the road filled with women and children and men near American flag. Near and there and here, a little girl waved, while JFK waved back so dear. We all loved him. You, Mr. President, still near. Then suddenly, bang, 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 JFK was assassinated. There the people cried, their screams redeemed this goodbye. Unfair it seems. Now in the Department of Justice, it seems to say its acoustics to its transmissions records the Kennedy conspiracy, remembering the long goodbye, the static, the sounds, and the pops of the gunfire from a book depository scene, so people can be seen laying on the ground to escape the accuses in his life scream. Still we echoate the accuses in his people's cry. Still we ask why. Still are those wishes and still miss here and there. Goodbye. A shot to the back of the head, still bewildered and still missing. Maybe lying peaceful at origin, we bled. Still evolutions look through the bone fragments, except civil lobe. Documents its lamboid structure, patterns. We wish this long song returned, and still we yearn. Still inside Memorial's Hospital, here in the ER, oxygen blood transfusion, then a tracheostomy is applied. Next to be said, the neurology department was called by. The brain was exposed and disrupted. Where were the entry and exit? Would I, by the grace of God, supply air, breathing, circulation to its disability, to its exposure and wound? But soon, then I would try to palpate its tumor and imagine its line of blood vessels and nerves in the brain. But there was no autopsy or pathologist, so its debate forever remains. Still in my room on team and detained. 2.5 hours after Lovefield, this coffin and casket was back in Washington. Still there was no autopsy done by a pathologist. Yet I prayed as God called his hymns, refrained. Still a world without truth, freedom, exposed to hate, terror, and violence, or passion. Still we cry, 100,000, 10 rows deep. It's march we keep, and still all those dreams I whisper away. In that room I slept, in my mind, JFK I kept. Lenny Jones wrote Evolution's Invisible Ghosts, Forever Psychosis, and Her Lover's Coffin.